Hey, okay. So I just finished my workout. Yesterday I was all day in the rehearsal studio, so I'm only now just opening up the email about the 2 days live challenge. I love these challenges because it's the world that I live in. Okay, so I'll go back downstairs in just a little bit to do the second split of my workout. But in the meantime, this is pretty much how it is, right? You're going to get into a situation where you're challenged and it's like at the last minute. Well, the first thing I would do, well, first of all, I would have 7 steps. I would have 7 steps for approaching this. The first thing I would do is to calm down. I would get all of my emotions under track, and anyone that's working on the project with me, I would encourage them to calm down also. Because many times our emotions get the best of us when we're faced with emergency situations. And when we're faced with emergency situations, then no one's going to be able to focus. We're not going to be able to actually go after what we need to get after and doing the fine details without making mistakes. So that's the first step. The second step I would do is I would have the team, if even if it's a small team at first, or if it's just me, I'd find out what other campaigns that Christian Michelson has been through before with similar circumstances. Now, we wouldn't use the same campaign, but what we would do is we would use those things that are valuable to stack up to perhaps get us on the right track for creating this funnel in the 2 days that we have. Okay, so taking those pieces together. Now, the third thing I would do is I would need to create a team. We need to pull off of other projects team members that did not have projects that were vital at that moment and could spare the time to devote to us for the next 24 hours. Okay. At the same time, we'd be looking for individuals that have maybe been in a situation like this before where they're challenged with deadlines, or individuals that had the functions that we needed in order to pull the funnel off. Now, if we didn't have a team, or if it was just me, then what I would do is I would go online. I would find individuals either through Fiverr or either through Upwork or either through my networks from before to start to engage individuals that could help me eliminate this problem in record time, because I cannot do this all myself. It has got to be a team effort. I have got to monitor, maintain, encourage, and keep everyone on key. So that's what I did. So that's number one. Number two, number three, putting a team together. Number four, what I would do is I would figure out, once we've got all this stuff together, how can we run interference? Now, what do I mean by that? So let's say, for example, that it's already been announced that this new product is coming online and we need to funnel people through that. What can we do in the meantime to keep people viewing, to keep people engaged, to keep people anticipating? So, for example, is there something that we can put up that's already in our archives or our libraries, like videos on self-help, meditative self-helps, finding out a way to assess oneself? And then we just start peppering our social media platforms, or if it's a real life platform, brochures, leaflets, whatever the case may be, to go ahead and encourage people to anticipate. Therefore, it takes some of the pressure off us. So if we don't have that option, well, then we just keep rolling. But we still have that interference just in case, so that we don't get the ire of some of our viewers. Okay, number five. What I would do is, once the team is in place, we would go ahead and make sure that each team member had their piece of the puzzle, so that they're working exclusively on it. Of course, before that, we're going to get together in a crack team and we're going to say, okay, how are we going to handle this? Who's going to do what? But once we get to that stage, we've got to get the individuals who feel most comfortable in these times of challenge. Yes, we could probably all do a portion thereof of releasing this funnel in 2 days, but what are we really, really good at that we can focus and target on because we're in a time limitation? All right. Number six. My job, once we've got all this together, is to monitor individuals, to encourage individuals, and to put out small fires. Because you need one person to be able to take this global view over the entire team to make sure that everyone is still on point. That is probably the most important thing, because if you got all the other puzzles working, all the puzzle pieces working, and one particular piece gets lost under the shuffle, well then we can't deliver anything in 2 days, right? So it's my task to assure that the team is running optimally. Okay, so those are my 6 steps. There is a 7th step, and that is post-mortem. Once we've done it, once we've gone live and we've been successful, then how do we prevent this from happening in the future? Because we got caught off guard. Okay, is there some way that we can actually create another model, use from the model that we have for that 2 days program to prevent it from happening next time? So then all we have to do is just flick the switch, roll that emergency 2 day program out, and we're good to go. And on top of that, what I would do is I would figure out if we can actually anticipate and create other scenarios where this may happen, where it might happen in 24 hours period of time, where it may happen in 6 hours period of time. If we just have maybe 3 fundamental programs that are for emergency, then kapoom, kapoom, just like CPR, we're able to just go ahead and kaboom, okay? And the person comes back to life again, or our campaign comes back to life again. So those are the steps. Going over them once more. Number 1, I'd make sure everyone was calm, make sure everyone has a peace of mind so they can focus. Number 2, we'd see what other campaigns that we have so that we can go ahead and use the best of those bits. Number 3, I'd pull people off other teams or find a team going online if I don't have that team to get things going. Number 4, what we do is we run interference. What else can we do in order to keep our viewers happy while we go ahead and work this challenge? Number 5, I would designate all of those pieces for the individuals who are best at what they're doing. Number 6, I would monitor, I would encourage, and I would make sure everyone's on point, and I'd start putting out small fires. And number 7, postmortem. We need to make sure this doesn't happen again. That's it, okay? I'm Bill Calhoun. I'm out of here. I got to go back downstairs and finish up the second part of my workout. Take care, Christian. Take care, Casimir. We'll see you later. Bye-bye now.